Hello, welcome to Escaping the Echo Chamber. Today I'm going to talk about free thought. And basically, I like a statement that I heard from Charlemagne the God. And he said, if you're like tied to a political party, you can't say you have free thought. And I say, if you're blindly following an ideology, yeah, that's not free thought. Because you're engaging in tribalism, and that's a beautiful point. Now you say, oh, but you're a libertarian. You're part of the Libertarian Party, right? And you will find that, number one, I don't necessarily agree with every single thing, but you will also find something different about libertarian thought in general. it's why many people, it's one of the things that many people point to as why libertarians aren't haven't achieved more collectively, because I've heard the term used of herding cats, because there's a lot of individualism amongst libertarians, and sometimes that isn't the greatest, the easiest way or the easiest trait to facilitate collective action. I don't think it's necessarily it makes it impossible. I think it just there needs to be certain things that need to be done differently based on the fact that you have so many individualists within the Libertarian Party, and so it requires a different approach. But I think I don't say necessarily that just because you belong to a political party, okay, you can't have free thought. But I do know that and recognize that a lot of this partisanship is based on the lack of free thought, because people aren't thinking through their viewpoints and their ideologies. They're picking a side and saying, okay, yeah, I'm with this side. And then the new issue comes up and they don't jump out and say what they feel or what they think, because if they said what they feel, that's not really thought anyway, but they don't say what they think about the issue. They look to everybody else in their tribe, on their side. Okay, what's they say? Oh, we're against it? That's literally what's going on. People are looking to other people to find out what their opinions are. That's not free thought. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. And it's amazing that you will have people who will say, okay, this is the way I think, and then they find out that their side, if somebody does something, oh yeah, that's horrible, blah, blah, and then they find out that it's somebody on their side, oh no, but in this case it's good, it means this, and let me tell you, and it's just, it's mind-blowing the amount of the lack of free thought, the amount of just people that are so willing to blindly follow. And that's a problem. It's a problem on the left, it's a problem on the right. And I really think there's so many people on the right who just are enamored and so convinced of their own magnificence. And no, you're doing the same thing. A lot of y'all are doing the exact same thing as the people on the left. Some of y'all aren't doing it as badly or as blatantly, because there's one thing I do realize, that the people on the right seem to be more willing to argue, to debate. And that's something I really want to challenge people on the left to do. Because there's some issues where I will think one side has more valid points than another side. Notice I didn't say the other side. I was about to, because there's more than just two sides. There are so many sides to an issue. hey, around at any point there's 360 degrees. So it's not a matter of just right or left, and we shouldn't confine ourselves to such ridiculous and nonsensical polar opposites of ideologies, of saying, okay, it's either or. That's not good. That's not smart. That's not wise. That's not beneficial. In no way, shape, or form is that going to benefit us by merely saying, okay, whatever this side says, I'm going to do what this side says. Or the opposite. I'm just going to ride with this side, whatever they do. We need to have independent thought. We need to think things through. We need to ask ourselves the question, why do I believe that? This is what I believe. This is what I feel. Because that's what it will usually start as. This is what I feel. Somebody makes a statement. It makes us feel some way. Stop and ask ourselves why. Perfect example is, I heard Ben Shapiro say that if you were born poor and then you live a full life and you die poor, you're bad with money. And people in the audience groaned, and I started to feel some type of way, and I said, wait, whoa. For a fraction of a second, I had to just pull back and say, let me think about what he just said. Let me think about it. You're bad with money. If you're born poor and die poor, you're bad with money. Now, it sounds like an insult, and being bad with money is not a good thing, but it's not a personal attack as it sounds. It's saying you're ignorant of certain things. And guess what? We're all ignorant of a lot of things. Some of us will continue to be ignorant well, in fact, most of us will be ignorant of many things from now until the day we die. But what he's saying is, you don't know something. You don't know how to maneuver this particular system. You don't know how to work it. And take a look at, poor people in the hood, Yeah, you're right. We don't credit. I've learned about credit recently. Just things that, I'm thinking, for the longest, I didn't know that every time these people ask you, oh, do you want a card? We can just input your information. That's not a good thing, because every hard inquiry is docking your credit score more and more. And I was like, okay, well, why not? And then when I realized, whoa, that's actually going to lower my credit score, so that when I actually, the thing I'm trying to use to get credit is actually interfering with me getting credit, especially if I use it frequently. But these are things we're not taught. The general masses, the general populace, most of us. These are basic things that are really important in allowing us to improve our financial conditions. But the statement makes you feel less than. But if you stop and say, wait a minute, let me think. Let me take my emotions, keep my emotions in check. It's not that your emotions are invalid. It's not that our emotions are invalid. But it's that they may not be based on us actually listening to what's actually been said. So, stop, take a breath, and think about it. But we've got to start doing this about so many things. Because right now we're being exploited. Because emotions are so easy to fool, to control, to manipulate. And now you have politicians, not just now, this is what the political class has done. They've written treatises about how to manipulate people, how to control people's emotions, and use that to gain, secure, and grow power. Because they know how to say certain things that will make us feel certain things, and then they can strike. And then they can guide us in this direction or that direction and rob us and stop us from exercising free thought. But free thought is so critical. But we've got to be willing to do it. And this is one of the things I challenge the left in particular to do. To stop. Now, I'm not going to say entertain every ridiculous statement. There's certain statements I refuse to entertain. I'm not going to entertain them. We're not going to have a debate about them. That's just not happening. There's certain stupidity we're not even going to try to deal with, because that's going to be a waste of my time. But be more willing. I challenge the left and people on my left, people on the left who are friends who are watching this video. I challenge you to be willing, more willing, to engage in debates, and not just okay, you're listening, you're waiting until they start talking so that you can start talking, but actually listening to where they're coming from, understanding where they're coming from, and they may be coming from and have a legitimate argument. The other side may, and another side may have a legitimate argument, or it may be ridiculous. But the best way to find that out is to listen to people first. Listen to what they're saying, listen to where they're coming from, and then you can say, wait, the reason why I can say that, or the reason why I'm going to tell you that you're wrong is not because I feel you're wrong, not because I'm on this side and you're on that side, but because I've listened to what you've said, and this is what I think, and this is what I've discovered is lacking in your argument. But you got to listen. You've got to be willing to think, because sometimes another side will not be wrong. Sometimes another side will have the points, will have those missing pieces that will make things click for you, that will make you not just better informed, but that can improve your life. Free thought is freedom. Free thought is freedom. Free thought is what it takes to get us out from under the thumbs and the boots of the powerful, of the manipulative, of the scumbags that have been running, countries all over this planet, since kingdom come. Because that's what the powerful, the rich, the elite have exploited. They've exploited our failure to think and to exercise free thought, our refusal or our unwillingness to engage in critical analysis. And instead of us forming our own opinions, they're being given to us. And they're being given to us to benefit the people that are giving them to us. So it's time for us to start engaging in free thought. It's time for us to recognize what free thought is. Free thought just doesn't mean you're against the crowd. If this group of people, a large group of people is doing this and you do something different, that doesn't necessarily mean free thought. No, that means you could be just same kind of imprisoned mentality, but with a smaller group of idiots than a large group of idiots. So I encourage everyone who's watching this to engage in critical thought, to be willing to discuss, debate, to listen to other viewpoints, and to find times. I challenge you this: find times to find at least one instance or one issue where you're not engaging in free thought. That's what I challenge you to do, because we're doing it. We're humans. We do it. We have emotions. We are emotionally invested in certain things, and there are times, there are issues that we fall short on engaging in free thought, critical analysis, and I challenge you to find just one issue where you're doing it. Thank you for joining me today for the channel on Escaping the Echo Chamber. Give me a like, share it with your friends, comment below, let me know what you think. If you disagree with me, I want to hear it, because you can't escape from the echo chamber if you're living in one.